Okay, so I'm back with another video, and this one we're going to talk about how Notability integrates with iTunes U, how students could download assignments as well as upload and turn them back in. So here I have a sample iTunes U course. I believe this is from Apple. And so I'm just going to download a PDF. Now, Notability will not open Pages files, so just be aware of that. You need to save it as either a doc or a PDF. Okay, I had to kind of switch around a little bit because I was having some issues with that iTunes U course. But here I have a different iTunes U course, and I am going to download a document here. I'm going to open it up. Okay, so it opens up as a PDF in kind of this rudimentary annotator, but there's really not a lot of functions here. I can write, I can type in text, but I really can't do much else besides that. And Notability has a lot more rich features and a lot nicer features. So I'm going to touch the Share Sheet button. And then I'm just going to go over and I'm going to share this. I'm going to import it with Notability. So I click on the Import with Notability. If you don't see that button, that's just because you haven't turned on Notability. So all you have to do is go all the way over to the end, tap on More, and then just make sure that Notability is turned on. Okay, so if you don't see that, you just need to turn on Notability and tap Import with Notability. Now, most of the time, just tapping on regular Notability would work, but there are some functions that are lost, so please be aware of that. It's a good habit just to always tap on Import with Notability. So I'm going to tap on Import with Notability. It's going to open up directly into Notability. It's going to ask me if I want a new note or add it to an existing note. I'm just going to make a new note. And then it's going to ask me, where do you want Notability to put it? So for this purpose, we're training, so I'm going to have it go into my training subject. Okay, it's going to go into training and it's going to open it up right away. And now I can look around and I can do all kinds of things with it. If you want students to write on it, they can write on it. Once again, if I make a line and then hold down, it will create some sort of like this straight line and things like that. I can record, I can do everything. Now let's say it's time to turn it in. Okay, well I'm going to hit the Share Sheet again. I'm going to tap on Share. I'm going to change this to a note. Okay, so my format's a note because I want to have all of the features like the voice annotations and everything with it. And then I'm going to share a note. And then I'm just going to pick Import with iTunes U. So students would pick Import with iTunes U. Oops. Sometimes you might get a little error like I just did. I got an error because iTunes U doesn't like it if there is something open and then you're trying to import the file through Notability. So if you get that error and this pops up, that's fine. Just hit cancel. Okay, I'm going to go back to Notability. Here's my Notability file, and I'm going to do it again. So if you get that error, it's no big deal. You just need to close that document. It's a little bug, a little hiccup, which will probably be fixed in some of the updates soon, we hope. You're going to hit Share Note, and then you're going to do Import with iTunes U. Notice I didn't get that error this time because I had closed that document. Okay, so let me show you a couple of different things. Let's say I'm a student. All right, so I'm going to pick a course where I'm a student. It's just going to ask me which assignment do I want to attach it to, and you'll probably have quite a few assignments, so they'll just look at the assignment. I believe it's sorted by due date. Let's say you're not a student. Let's say you're a teacher. Okay, so on your end, well, this course I'm a teacher in. Notice I can add it to my course materials, or if I wanted to, I could send it to a specific student. All right, now you would have to pick the student, obviously, and then you'd have to pick the assignment that the student that it's correlating to, because you can't just send something to a student in iTunes U. It needs to be linked to some sort of assignment so they know where to put it. But then you can give individualized feedback to a student or to, let's say, a group leader or a group of students, things like that, as opposed to just grading it. It'll give you a little bit more feedback options. So that's how you take it down from iTunes U and put it back up into iTunes U. Don't forget that Notability is also a great just general note-taking app. So students don't need to necessarily download things to your classroom. They could just create a new note and take notes or draw diagrams or explain things. It's a great app for just general annotations and note-taking. So don't forget that functionality as well. We don't necessarily always need to hand something out and collect it back in. Sometimes maybe the students want to annotate a PowerPoint or take some notes, and it's just a great app for that as well. Okay, I hope that helps you guys out, and I hope that you can see how you can integrate it into iTunes U fairly easily. Thank you very much. Bye.